It's an overcast Saturday evening here in Richmond, but the Red Army and Kicker fans are ready for this one as their team takes on FC Tucson in USL League One action. It is Craft Beer and Wine Festival tonight here at City Stadium. The Kickers 2-2-2 on the season. They are on a 3-match unbeaten streak, while FC Tucson is 2-2-1. The Kickers have been very consistent. They have been tough in the second half of their first 6 matches. Late game success, I think, is the storyline for Coach Bulo and the Richmond Kickers. Gallego has been outstanding. You can see they have tallied a number of their goals in the second stanza and late in games, including in the draw last Saturday. But Richmond has been tough. This team continues to improve. FC Tucson, the storyline for this team, 2-2-1, has been the tremendous goalkeeping of Philip Ejimado. He has been unbelievable. The first career clean sheet, that was in the last game on April 30th when they blanked Lansing 2-0. This kid is unbelievable. He trained in Brazil. He's from Minnesota, part of the under-20 U.S. national team, but this FC Tucson team is getting better and better with the outstanding Ejimadu in goal. He was also part of the League One Week 5 and 6 Goalkeeper of the Week. The Richmond Kickers and FC Tucson in a big matchup between the third-place team and the sixth-place team in League One.
At CBS 6, our office is out here.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still our liaison.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
It's not just Zach's daydream. For the most epic weather coverage in Central Virginia, trust the CBS 6 Weather Authority.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still our liaison.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
Welcome back to City Stadium, built in 1929 here in beautiful Richmond. We'll take a look at the Kickers lineup, anchored by Akira Fitzgerald in goal. You got Jackson and Chen up front. They have both been dynamic. And Gallardo, keep an eye on Gallardo. He is their leading scorer with 3 goals. Also leads them with 8 key passes. He is the leader of the attack for the Kickers. Let's take a look at FC Tucson. Coached by Darren Sawatsky. Right up front, Delgado has been their leading goal scorer with 2 on the season. Ejimadu the keeper. Summersall has been outstanding. Coach Sawatsky says this kid's ceiling is ultra high. And we are about ready for the opening kick. Big game here in League One with FC Tucson 2-2-1. And the kickers 2-2-2. Kickers in third place, Tucson in 6th. And you're looking at Daniel Jackson as he will get things started. You hear the Red Army getting things livened up here at City Stadium. They are a fantastic support group. This is Thompson along the near sideline looking for the corner was the darting Grove, but he couldn't get there. Excuse me, Dennis Chin, who has 2 goals on the season. The 6'1" forward out of Jamaica. Pressuring there is Jackson. FC Tucson at midfield trying to control their first possession of the match. Kickers on a 3-match unbeaten streak. The Kickers 36 shots this season, 15 on target, 7 goals, while Tucson 37 shots, 18 on target, and 8 goals through 5 games. FC Tucson trying to build an attack. Blocked away by Maxi Rodriguez. And he sent it back to Fitzgerald. FC Tucson with Houseworth. Pressure deployed by Jackson. Along the far sideline. They break ahead near the area. A collision. Cada was there to disrupt the run of Zach Wright. Richmond last Saturday played a 2-2 draw versus Lansing. Dennis Chin and Daniel Jackson scoring for the Kickers. Here come the Kickers on the attack. Mwape. Nice move to his right by Hughes and then a takedown. And they'll play on to the dismay of the Kickers. Getting up, there's Josh Hughes from Fort Worth, Texas. Played for Nashville SC last season. Hughes has been dynamic, particularly in the air. He's won 10 of 13 aerial duels. That attack disrupted and stolen back, turned the other way by FC Tucson. Or FC Tucson. They are coming off an 11-day layoff. They last played April 30th, winning 2-0 over Lansing. Devin Jamba and Devin Vega, the 2 Devins scoring. That one into the area, blocked away, unable to clear, and we will have our first corner kick. And that was the first shutout of the season behind Philip Egamadu. Actually, the first clean sheet in club history. Corner kick for FC Tucson. It'll be taken by Jose Terran, USL League One Team of the Week player. In-swinger towards the far post, headed out of the box. Run down far side by Cox. Jamal Cox quickly to his right. He's got quick feet, sends it in, but headed out of the box. The strike upstairs and into the second row behind the Richmond goal. Good action there by FC Tucson. And nearly a turnover deep in their own zone. They do give it back, but Mwape comes from behind to steal it. Richmond trying to build with Maxi Rodriguez. Kick ahead to midfield. Dancing on his dribble is Daniel Jackson, who has a goal and an assist this season. Jackson, 70th overall pick back in 2014 MLS Super Draft by Real Salt Lake. Taken to midfield by Ominu. Andrew Wheeler-Aminu has been a stalwart on the defensive side. 11 interceptions lead the team. Also 12 aerial duels won. 35 duels won for Ominu. Keep your eye on number 28. He's played every minute of the season for FC Tucson, 450 minutes. The Richmond Kickers coming off a Tuesday night 6-2 victory in the first round of the 2019 U.S. Open Cup. Charles Boateng had 4 goals in that match. Unfortunately, during the 4th goal, he took an elbow to the back of the head, and he is out of this match with a concussion. As we'll look at the injury report, Boateng, we just mentioned, and Keenan Weeks remains sidelined for FC Tucson. Long ball played easily by Fitzgerald. Well, Coach Bulow so impressed with his keeper. Loves his experience, his passing, the calmness in the back that Fitzgerald brings. He also commends his explosive quality saves this season. Coach Bulow raving about Akira Fitzgerald, the keeper from Japan. Played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies last season. The 2010 second team All-ACC, Fitzgerald was, while playing at Wake Forest. Good action for both teams here as we approach the 7th minute. The Red Army certainly making their presence felt. A great tradition for Richmond and City Stadium, rich in soccer history. And Coach Bulow is such a huge part of that. He's the 7th head coach in the club's 27-year history. As they look to attack here on the perimeter. Coach Bulow, 8 years acting as Richmond United under 15, under 17, and under 19 head coach. And over 7 years as a professional player with the Kickers, Bulow amassed 45 goals, 13 assists, en route to 3 USL Cup appearances. He also happens to be the U.S. Open Cup all-time leading scorer during that season, notching his 14th goal in tournament history. And that was against MLS's Sporting Kansas City to lead the Kickers to a stunning 2-0 upset and a berth in the U.S. Open Cup semifinals for the first time since 1995 during that season. On the other side, Darren Sawatsky was the Tacoma Stars and Seattle Sounders under 23 coach before coming over. He was named the 4th coach in team history for FC Tucson. Here comes FC Tucson attacking with Delgado. He is dangerous. His pass leads Jamga just a little bit too far. Coach Sawatsky actually was a teammate of former FC Tucson coach and current Phoenix Rising FC coach Rick Shantz. They were teammates while playing at the University of Portland. And Coach Sawatsky played 69 MLS matches, scoring 6 goals. A tremendous amount of experience on both sidelines. It was a takeaway by Ventnor. Jose Toran, USL League One Team of the Week in Week 6, Toran. There's a blast, headed up And cleared, but not far enough. Sent back into the area. Ball finally hits the turf after a couple of headers and deflections. Played by Egamadu. Egamadu, the 19-year-old keeper we talked about so much in the pregame, on loan from LAFC. Week 5 and 6, U.S. League One Team of the Week. Egamadu, interestingly enough, eligible to represent Brazil, Nigeria, and the U.S. in international play. He played some youth academy ball in Brazil, but is from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Long ball by Fitzgerald finds a white jersey. And that ball sent into the crowd. We're in the 11th minute. Excellent action by both teams. Two talented squads. Definitely sides you want to keep an eye on throughout this League One season. Both will definitely compete for league championship. Midfield, they work it. Dennis Chin. And here's Thompson. He plays it to the corner. Back to Scott Thompson from Brick, New Jersey. And now midfield, it's Cada. Rodriguez looking to ignite something. And Mwape is sent to the turf. They let that play on. Took a hard hit. Thompson, his long ball right at the edge of the penalty area. Booted up nearly a handball. You hear the crowd react. Back to midfield, sent by Dennis Chen. Thompson settles it. His cross and diving to make the seizure is Egamadu. Phillip so quick back there. You see the strength. Hard to believe this kid's only 19 years old. And another look at this strong cross by Thompson. But Egamadu taking no chances with Gallego looming. Joe, leading scorer for Richmond with 3 goals, 7 shots on target. Gallardo also leads this team in key passes with 8 duels won with 44. Coach Bulow can't say enough about Gallardo's performance this season. Just put it one word, fantastic. Look at the run here, and the shot lands on top of the net. Sent in Wahab Akwe, who Coach Bulow says has been the best defender in the league. Let's take a look at this play by Akwe. Tried to kind of guide it over Egamadu. Nice touch on that ball by Wahab, who leads the team in clearances with 33, also has 11 interceptions. Here they come again. Chin. Gallardo. And that late call comes in. Egamadu just taps it out front. Headed back to midfield. They settle it there with Houseworth. They organize. That pass blocked. Houseworth from Woodbury, Minnesota. On the run, Delgado. Guillermo on the attack. His pass headed back by Richmond and Rodriguez. Long ball there, looking to connect on that run ahead. That pass put behind the darting Jamga. Jamga with 1 goal this season. And Mwape working against 2 white shirts, spinning and had it taken away by Summersall. The talented 5'11" player from St. Kitts. Summersall played at FGCU. Coach Sawatsky says the ceiling is high. MLS plus for this youngster. Member of St. Kitts and Nevis national team. He's recorded 6 career appearances for the senior national team. Also represents his home country in the under-20 CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. And that deflected off of the head referee, Danielle Chesky, trying to get out of the way of that one. Dennis Chen played his collegiate ball at Rollins College down in Miami. Interesting story. His mom is Jamaican. His dad is Chinese-Jamaican. Dennis Chen. Inching forward, Maxi Rodriguez. Beautiful pass ahead, and here comes Mwape. His strike is wide right. Looking for that near post. Egamadu had it read all the way. Mutaya Mwape, 1 assist on the season. There's Danielle Chesky, our lead referee. Assistant referees today, A. Max Smith and Jonah Kind. Egamadu, 6'2". Very athletic, physical player. FC Tucson looking to develop some offense here. Jamal Cox, who has a goal and assist, had it taken. Pass into the penalty area, but no red shirts there, and they swing it near side to Hausworth. Long ball played by Luke as he was looking for Jamga. Bodied off of the ball by the kicker defense. There's Chen. Dennis, those long strides. Brings it into the attacking third with Thompson. It's a trailer, Gallardo. Gallardo working against Aminu, the excellent defender. Keita. And Akwe. Maxi leads the team in tackles, 114. Maxi Rodriguez from San Antonio, Texas. A beautiful move towards the inside. Controlling his Jamga, talented young player. Zimbabwean. That ball deflected out, and the throw-in upcoming will be taken by Jose Terran, the 5'7" Spaniard. Just getting back from a knee knock, which kept him out of the early season, but what an impact he had, making the USL League One Team of the Week last week. He had 5 clearances, 8 of 11 duels won, an assist, 2 key passes in the win over Lansing Ignite FC. FC Tucson, they were organized back in 2010 and then first fielded a team in 2011 in the PDL. While the Kickers, founded way back in 1993, are one of the oldest continuously run professional soccer clubs in the U.S., tied with the Charleston Battery. Whistle comes in. Getting up, hobbling. And there's a good look at Coach Darren Sawatsky. Former leader of the Tacoma Stars and the Seattle Sounders. And now at the helm here for FC Tucson. FC Tucson inching forward. Hausworth gets it back, surveys, tries to get to the perimeter. His cross blocked, kept in the area though. Hausworth again, headed up, hit the crossbar. Nice sliding play there by the kicker defender. Now that was number 17, Eli Lockaby. But that was a near score for FC Tucson over Fitzgerald, who only stands 5'11". Fortunately for Richmond, it hit the crossbar. And a whistle comes in as Cada sent Delgado to the turf. And a free kick. Let's take a look at this shot from FC Tucson. Great work by Hausworth, and there's the header nearly going in from Jamga. Will it be Jamal Cox or Guillermo Delgado? They're both lined up there. Two-man wall for Richmond. Delgado launches it into the seats. Not available for anybody. Well, Guillermo got too much of that. He leads his team with 2 goals. He and Devin Vega, who didn't make the trip. And also Delgado with 1 assist. He was USL League One, Week 1 Team of the Week team. Fitzgerald on the season coming in has seen 20 shots, has made 12 saves. He also has 3 clean sheets. A good look at Akira. Nagamadu on the other side has faced 24 shots, saved 17 of them, and then came up with his first clean sheet back on April 30th in the shutout over Lansing. Here come the kickers on the attack. Gallardo, Mwape. Mwape so quick. His cross floats in and is grabbed out of the air by Egamadu. Beautiful ball in though by Mataya. Mwape. Select is the official ball supplier of the U.S. League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Here comes FC Tucson on the attack. Right out front, unable to settle it there. It's straight up in the air. Whistle comes in late. That will go on FC Tucson to the undercut. A good chance there created for FC Tucson. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Oh, a beautiful spin move there by Maxi Rodriguez. The challenge at midfield. Rodriguez sending down Aminu. No call. Jackson to the perimeter. Into the penalty area. The cross blocked away. They try to thread it through a couple of defenders. Summersall looking to counter. On the move, Jamga. Back to Delgado. Delgado chips it in, but no white shirts available. Abu Bakar Keita. Play for the Columbus Crew SC. Earned an invite to the under-20 U.S. men's national team. Picked up an assist in a game in France. Keita, all ACC freshman team. He played 1 year at Virginia. We are in the 26th minute. Scoreless here, but plenty of action to excite this crowd here at City Stadium in Richmond. Gallardo pushes to the perimeter. Mwape. Mwape so quick. Great footwork. Serves it up. Out of the air. Jackson got a piece, but not enough as it rolled to Egamadu. Hausworth working with Delgado. Back to Hausworth. Hausworth, his cross volleyed up and out of the air. Fitzgerald able to seize it. Excellent anticipation by Akira. Keita. And a little wind down there will be whistled as Danielle Chesky makes the call, sent to the turf, the dangerous Raheem Summersall, as the Kickers keeping a close eye on this talented youngster. See, there's the wraparound and takedown. Easy call there. Rodriguez making sure that Summersall's okay. So free kick here. FC Tucson looking to strike. Two-man wall set up by Richmond. And the drive right into the wall will send a player down. We'll check the status here. Took a blast. Daniel Jackson coming over to check on his teammate. The first ever meeting between these two teams. And Mwape, good to see him able to try to rise up, but he'll take his time after taking that blast square on. FC Tucson, they will be home back on May 18th back at Keno North Stadium. 7:30 match against Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. And then they'll host this kicker team on June 8th. So that'll be June 8th, 7:30 Saturday night. There's the upcoming FC Tucson schedule. Chattanooga and Orlando City B, along with Richmond, all at home. They'll sandwich in between a trip to Toronto and then a trip back to the Sunshine State to face Orlando City B. Well, the Kickers, their schedule next Wednesday, May 15th, they'll travel down to Cary, North Carolina to face old USL championship rival North Carolina FC in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. There you see it, a 7 o'clock start. And then tough little road trip at Greenville and at Orlando before returning home on June 1st. Under duress, Fitzgerald had to play it out to the corner. Good pressure deployed by Zach Wright. A challenge here at midfield. Hughes plays it forward. And Mwape quickly to his left. Chin. And near side, Thompson. Thompson angles it and gets it back. His cross nearly headed in, just missing the cutting Dennis Chin on his run to the near post. Very close there. Agamadu under pressure with this one. Thompson, pretty pass just out in front. Aminu, nice job defensively, tracking Chin. Chin, back in 2012, was an all-USL first-team player. We are scoreless here in the 31st minute. There's Chin. And Gallardo. Gallardo picks up slack and brings it into the defense. Thompson. Queta. Rodriguez, a facilitator. Lofts it into the corner, but no teammates in the area. Fans follow the Kickers and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. And going to the pocket is Danielle Chesky. A yellow card is pulled out against the Kickers. Let's see if we can get another look at this one. Getting help to his feet. Good to see Zach Wright okay. So Akwe shown the yellow card. His teammate Rodriguez campaigning for him. And here comes a challenge from Akwe. Gets the back of the heel there as both players were losing their balance. Akwe clearly upset with the call, but a precarious spot for Zach Wright. I'm glad to see Zach to his feet. Wright has one goal this season. Former North Carolina Tar Heel, who tallied 15 goals and 28 assists in his 4-year career as a Tar Heel. Gallardo. There's Akwe, who Coach Bulow says has been the best defender in the league.
Correction on the yellow card, it was issued to number 2, Abubakar Keita.
Now that'll go on Keita. That's the correction. Goes on Abubakar Keita and not Akwe. Now see Tucson battling. The strike is upstairs and over those first 2 rows of seats. So Abubakar Keita gets the yellow card. Number 2 was there, not 18. So they first announced it was Akwe. Keita with the yellow card. Long ball played high in the air. They head it right back to Gallardo. Gallardo turning and plays it to the outside. Lockaby ahead to Mwape. Mwape, a little hesitation move. Trapped in the corner there. Mwape has it back. Bodied off of that ball. Strong play defensively by FC Tucson. And DeVos. Gallardo back. There's a blast from distance. Well wide. Off of the foot of Rodriguez. We're in the 35th minute. Have another look at this blast by Maxey. Another product out of San Antonio, Texas. He played at Charlotte for the 49ers. Rodriguez did. And Mwape has been sent down a couple of times. Matias, 5'7". They list him at 140 pounds, maybe soaking wet. He is on this field at 140. From Zambia. He played for the Charlotte Independents last season. And Mwape has really impressed this season. Let's see what happened here. And Mwape, turns that left ankle a little bit. That collision. And Mwape trying to stay on. He'll go and loosen up that ankle. If you're looking for the latest USL League One news and content, follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. And that is at USL League One. Jamal Cox trying to create. Delgado, his shot, short hops into the hands of Akira Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, sure-handed keeper, was on this strike all the way, played it perfectly, positioned perfectly for the shot from Delgado. Building again, Delgado waits for his teammates to position themselves, now launches it across field. Fighting there was Jamga. Under pressure, he's got to be careful. Just getting rid of that ball was Keita. Hughes plays it out midfield. Gallardo on the attack. Just ahead of the run of Lockerbie, Eli. Scoring a goal in the U.S. Open Cup play on Tuesday's victory, 6-2 win. That saw Charles Boateng tally 4 goals. Unfortunately for Boateng, out with a concussion for this one. Rodriguez. Back to midfield. Ackway moving forward. Into the box and coming out to capture Egamadu. Egamadu, quite a physical presence back there in front of the net. Just 19 years old. Coach Sawatsky was joking around that he said he just started shaving. He's so young. Rodriguez, Gallardo checks behind him, now advances. Trying to get the right foot, but that attempt is blocked off of Daniel Jackson's foot. Well defended in the area by FC Tucson. Now you see the umbrellas are out. We've had pretty steady rain here this evening at City Stadium here in Richmond. There's a shot. Egamadu comes out to contest against Chin. Unable to clear FC Tucson. A back pass. Thompson. Gallardo, right foot, lost his footing on this slick field and was unable to drive that ball. Keita. You hear the Red Army. Relentless amount of energy, and they are certainly enjoying craft beer and wine festival here tonight at City Stadium. The gates open at 5:30 for this one. They had happy hour specials, over 20 craft beers plus wine, slushies, and live music. I don't know if that young fam was able to enjoy the wine slushies, but plenty of other treats here at City Stadium for the youngsters. Nearing the 40th minute here. And a well-played first half. Both teams very competitive. Excellent action. Two teams to be reckoned with all season long here in USL League One. Giving chase, Delgado couldn't get there. Hughes plays it on. Delgado building on the attack, leads Cox. Cox's cross. Booted away. Jamal Cox out of Tacoma, Washington. USL League One Week 3 goal of the week, also team of the week back in Week 3 for Jamal Cox. Delgado skimmed it off his head, hoping a teammate was making a run behind him through the penalty area. Who's up, who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official US League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. Run ahead, and Mwape can't get there. Very close, Egamadu in the nick of time. A sliding tackle there, otherwise another chance for Gallardo. And Mwape with his terrific quick feet almost got there in time. Egamadu, not only that huge physical presence, but he has quickness of his own. Rodriguez plays it back to midfield. Keita, and the kicker's patient. And they tried that touch and go with Chin. Broken up. Thompson, nice sliding play on the wet turf. Chin looking to create. Ackway. And Mwape, who's been shaken up a couple of times here in the first half. Gallardo with a dangerous right foot of his. Nice touch pass to Jackson. Aminu, so solid defensively. Jamga hobbling in front of the Richmond bench. And Coach David Bulow. Coach's assistants are Mika Elavara and goalkeeper coach Adrian Klemlo. Coach Sawatsky, by the way, is assisted by John Galis. And Alex Rangel is the goalkeeper coach. Into the penalty area, the kickers drive. Looking to close the first half with a goal out of the air, blocked. Tried to volley it home, but an excellent defensive play by FC Tucson. And now they are on the counter with the dangerous somersault. FC Tucson in the waning minutes, somersault, his drive collected by Fitzgerald. Terrific action by both teams. The goalkeeping has been outstanding. Relentless pursuit and attacking by both sides here in the first half. But we remain scoreless. Hughes here in the 45th minute. Rodriguez as Richmond tries to mount an attack before the close of the first half. Cada inching forward. We'll probably see about 3 minutes of stoppage is the initial word. Another counter opportunity. FC Tucson very dangerous in this area. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage here.
3 minutes additional time.
Coach Sawatsky talking about his team, saying they've only been together about 2.5 months, taking time to develop, and it just takes time to progress organically. But loves his team's ability to defend as a unit. Kind of developing that bend but not break. Coach Sawatsky also talking about his team not playing in the U.S. Open Cup. Said not being in the U.S. Open Cup for his team worked in a positive way. They were able to get together as a group and spend important time developing. And we have a whistle, be a free kick upcoming for the Kickers. The referee, Danielle Chesky, putting things in order here. Now Zach Wright here's it a bit. So Gallardo and Rodriguez standing over this. Let's take a look at this challenge. Gets whistled. So Joe Gallardo, 3 goals, 8 key passes on the season. Looks like a 5-man wall built. Thompson is also there. Gallardo serves it into the edge of the box, but only 2 white shirts are there. So not exactly what the Kickers and Coach Bulow had in mind. We are in stoppage here in the first half with approximately 30 seconds remaining. Gamadu, we'll see if FC Tucson wants to challenge one more time before half, or they'll just hold on here and wind the clock down. It looks like it appears that is what they'll elect to do as time ticks away. Just about a dozen seconds remain in the first half. Gamadu plays it high. That may take 10 seconds to come down. And a couple of deflections. And booted back, and that should end our first half of play. And there is the whistle, so we end half number 1 where we started, locked up at 0s, no score after 1 half. But tremendous play by both teams, really attacking, and just the talent for both these sides on display here in half number 1 at City Stadium in Richmond. Players are soaking wet. Head over to drier areas maybe for a little break here. It's been raining all evening long. And that is our score. Egamadu and Fitzgerald, along with the defenses, in control here through half number 1. It should be an outstanding second half. We'll be back after this.
It's not just Zach's daydream. For the most epic weather coverage in Central Virginia, trust the CBS 6 Weather Authority.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
Problem Solvers Investigations with Laura French. Problem Solvers Investigations with Melissa Hippolyte. Every Tuesday and Wednesday at 11 on CBS 6 News.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
And welcome back. Happy Mother's Day weekend, all you wonderful moms out there. Back at City Stadium, there is your score at the half. A terrific and an energetic crowd here as usual here in Richmond. Very competitive first half of action. And we're going to take a look at U.S. Open Cup action, which got underway here this week. Richmond victorious 6-2 in their game on Tuesday night. And here is a look at all the goals in U.S. Open Cup action.
Okay, folks, it's time for the score on Kicker First Challenge. On the field is Richmond U11 boys and chance to score.
And how about that action? And look at all the kids on the field enjoying the halftime festivities here at City Stadium. We are scoreless at the half. And let's go to the USL block.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I think it's freaking awesome. For lack of a better word, it's awesome.
We'd like to formally welcome you to League One for 2020.
We are proud to be the stewards and caretakers of the world's game and the Big O for all the fans. And it starts today, right now.
We, together, collaboratively, can make such a huge positive impact on the community. Together.
You know, you close most deals and you sit at your desk or maybe have a closing dinner. I get to celebrate with 200 people with cheers, so it's awesome.
Breaking in, Kasim! Oh, what a save by Matt Pickens! Got a run from distance, and it's a goal! With the left and in. And what a save for Van Ogle! Here's a chance for Kasim, who puts it in!
And here's some of our news and notes from around USL League One. With the U.S. Open Cup success, 4 League One sides advance to the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup Round 2, including the Richmond Kickers. And North Texas wins first road match. They move their winning streak to 4. Richmond, of course, they draw in stoppage for third straight unbeaten. And your team of the week, well represented by these two sides. Negamadu, Jackson, Chin, all representing, and of course Jose Tehran as well, making his debut with FC Tucson and qualifying for the team of the week. Let's look at the power rankings in U.S. League One. Here's the power rankings. North Texas in that 1 slot. Richmond up to 3, and FC Tucson, there they are at 6. Moving up the table from number 9. A very strong USL League One. Both of these teams certainly in conversation for that top slot as we move through the season. Both teams very impressive in the first half tonight, where we are locked in at a scoreless tie at the half. And some current scoreboard from around the league. Lansing and Greenville, and upcoming schedule for next week. There's FC Tucson hosting Chattanooga, and Richmond traveling down to Greenville on May 18th. Those are both 7 p.m. start for Richmond and 7:30 down in Tucson. We're at the break, scoreless, and a terrific first half of action. Looking forward to the second half from Richmond.
It's not just Zach's daydream. For the most epic weather coverage in Central Virginia, trust the CBS 6 Weather Authority.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
The most connected morning team to each other and Central Virginia. And it's a good thing they are. CBS 6 This Morning.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
And welcome back to City Stadium in Richmond. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Here's the highlights. FC Tucson and the Richmond Kickers going at it. They were doing battle. Thompson, his cross, Egamadu. So smart and savvy already for a 19-year-old, always in the right spot. That one dropped in by Ackway. But a couple of challenges here and attacks by Richmond, but nothing past Egamadu. And same story for FC Tucson. Beautiful ball in there. That hit the crossbar, the best chance of the night. What a pass it was by Hausworth. And off of the head and hit the crossbar as Jemka got so close to scoring his second goal of the season. It's been Thompson with that left leg in just out front. So close to connecting to the head of Chin on his run. That's some blasts that were not too close from both sides. Delgado sent that one in, but scooped up pretty easily by Fitzgerald. And Jackson off his right foot, but solid defense played by FC Tucson. And again, look at Egamadu reading that, coming out off his line. Terrific anticipation. And here again, just in front of Mwape. So that takes us to the second half. Who will get on the scoreboard first? Richmond has been effective and efficient in second halves during this three-match unbeaten streak. FC Tucson looking to win 2 matches in a row. The first ever meeting between these two sides. Underway here in the second stanza at a wet City Stadium, which was built back in 1929. They received some renovations this season, and very traditional, great feel to this place in Richmond, such rich tradition. Coach Bulow, who saw his team score 6 times in U.S. Open Cup action on Tuesday night. He said that kind of signified to this team how capable they are of scoring goals. But thus far, scoreless here tonight. Coach Bulow stressing that getting healthy has really provided the intensity and the positive competition that this team needed, particularly in training. Players competing for playing time, very healthy atmosphere. One of the challenges for his squad, says Coach Boulot, is adapting to the new ideas and trusting the process. And it takes time to bond. We'll see what adjustments were made by both Coach Boulot and Coach Sawatsky at halftime. Both coaches, I assume, were pleased with the effort, the energy, the intensity by their teams. Gallardo attacking. There's a through ball. Mwape tried to split the two defenders. It was blocked out of there and now cleared. Aminu sends it down the sideline. Delgado on his run with a Mwape. Put it out a little bit too far in front of himself as Guillermo tried to lead himself into attacking area. Fitzgerald, very experienced as a keeper. Chin. That pass didn't make it to Jackson. Just underway here, second half. Both teams looking for their third victory of the season. Very similar. 2-2-2 for the Kickers, 2-2-1 for FC Tucson. Thanks for joining us tonight here from City Stadium. Terrific atmosphere. And Craft Beer and Wine Festival, Mother's Day weekend. Good crowd on hand despite the kind of rainy and cooler conditions. This weather has to be completely foreign to FC Tucson. Wet and cool are two conditions rarely said in the Tucson area. And Mwape. FC Tucson, well, they're going to be traveling up north a number of times. And the subject of miles traveled came up with Coach Sawatsky. Tucson traveling all the way to Richmond, and they're going to log some miles this season. Coach Sawatsky downplaying that, saying we're accustomed to it, we're young, we're ready, that's what conditioning and training is for, and was not concerned. So Scott Thompson, 3 key passes coming into the action, has had a couple already here tonight. There's a through ball into the area. That shot is saved near post by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald perfectly positioned. Delgado flirting with his 3rd goal of the season. Scott Thompson, he's been impressive today. He was a 2014 member of the NCAA College Cup Championship team at Virginia. And the Cavaliers defeated UCLA. Well, the Red Army back at it here in the second half. They got a little break. Probably took advantage of the Craft Beer and Wine Festival during halftime. And the gates open at 5:30 here in Richmond to begin that. Well, Jem got scored one of the 2 goals for FC Tucson last Saturday in their 2-0 shutout over Lansing Ignite FC. His partner, the other Devin Vega, not with the team here tonight. Devin Vega, 2 goals in 2 appearances with FC Tucson. There's a cross into the box. There's a shot, and Fitzgerald. The quick cover and save. And another look at that chance for FC Tucson. That ball deflected out. Right in the strike zone there. He caught the end of it. Fitzgerald making another save. Played back by Lockerbie. Eli Lockerbie had one of the 6 goals on Tuesday. And U.S. Open Cup play. Daniel Jackson scored 1, and it was Charles Boateng with 4. He put a 4 spot up. And the last Richmond player to score that many goals in a U.S. Open Cup match was none other than his coach, David Bulow. And Coach Bulow was not happy with the elbow thrown to the back of the head of Boateng while scoring his 4th goal. That is why Charles is unavailable here tonight after suffering a concussion. On the attack, FC Tucson building. Cox. And he will earn the 2nd corner kick of the night for FC Tucson. Trotting over there to take it, Jose Terran. 5'7" up front player from Spain. Terran with the left foot. In swinging right out front, Fitzgerald leaping to seize it. Terran, one of those dual citizenship players. And down, holding that right ankle. Let's hope that Joe Gallardo is okay. And let's see if Danielle goes to the pocket. Gallardo, integral for this team, leads this team in goals, key passes, and duels won. No card issue. It'll be a free kick. Lining it up is Eli Lockerbie. Let's see what happens on this one. Yep. Clear flag there on Hausworth. And Mwape plays it out front. Now, they did pull the yellow card out on Luke. We couldn't see it. Chesky's body was blocking the card from our angle. So yellow card issued to Luke Hausworth. Here in the 56th minute. So yellow cards tonight issued to Cada on Richmond and Hausworth for Tucson. There's Luke. Been very productive tonight for Coach Sawatsky and FC Tucson. Nagamadu. One of those fun young goalkeepers to watch. Worth the price of admission. Well, hesitation move, Mwape. He gets it back. Quickly left. And Chin tried to place it ahead of the run on the far side, but intercepted and brought back the other way. FC Tucson building an attack. Play it to the left flank, but out of the air, taken by Lockerbie. You hear the Red Army in the background. And Mwape putting on a little show back there. Chin tried to get a piece of it, disrupted and seized by DeVos, Scott DeVos, who played at the University of Denver. Crowd getting anxious as we remain scoreless now in the 58th minute. And over this unbeaten stretch for the Kickers, this is right around that range where they have been able to capitalize and reach the back of the net. FC Tucson has been impressive here on the road, coming off that shutout victory over Lansing in Arizona. Oh, beautiful pass ahead to himself and on the run with the orange cleats. Look at the speed from the trail and taking it. Exceptional play by Jamal Cox, who's displaying some serious wheels. Ackway, Coach Bulow says, has been the best defender in the league. He's from Ghana, played for New York Red Bulls too. Ackway, 33 clearances, 11 interceptions already through 6 games. Well, discussion there. Stating his case is Zach Wright. Free kick for Rodriguez. They've been able to create numerous chances already this season. Fakes going to the left. Let's see what Maxey decides in no rush. Low clouds here at City Stadium. Gray skies all evening and a light rain. And under duress, just getting that away was Rodriguez. Ackway will play it back to Fitzgerald. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. On the run, FC Tucson and Ominu. They're from Bellingham, Massachusetts. Zach Wright. And now Ominu again. Left flank to Tehran. He's very creative. Bends that towards the edge of the box, but couldn't find a teammate. In the air, awkward landing there, coming down hard on the left shoulder. The kickers. And hopefully Gallardo is okay. Appears to be fine. Somersault, looking to get things started. And now into the 62nd minute. Scott Thompson, who's been able to create a number of opportunities for Richmond. Both coaches working the sideline, trying to manage their teams here in a hard-fought, close, scoreless battle. And when I mean close, it's very even on both sides. You see the Red Army over there. They have one of the best in the business, no doubt. A kicker support group. That one served in and headed away. Headed back by Tehran. And somersault. Turning, cut off. We have two players on the pitch, both in red jerseys. Danielle Chesky will go check on one of the players. A good look at our lead referee, Danielle Chesky. Gallardo down again. This was about the third time he has been writhing in pain down on the turf. And now asking for training crew. Maxi Rodriguez up to his feet. We'll have another look at this. Tucson making a substitution in a moment. We'll tell you about it. And holding that upper hamstring area. You don't want to see that if you're a kicker fan. Joe Gallardo or a USL or soccer fan. Such a talented player. An integral part of this team. Kind of coming down, holding that upper left hamstring area. And awkward landing there. So Jordan Jones into the game for FC Tucson. Jordan Jones comes off the sideline. He wears number 99. Gallardo, unfortunately, unable to get to his feet yet. A good look at Jones as he replaces Zach Wright. Our first substitution of the game. Liable to see a few more as this game continues on, as intense and physical as it has been, along with a wet field, tough conditions. There's a good look at Darren Sawatsky. Instructions for his player. Now we're about ready to get another substitute into the match. Fresh legs. Gallardo, just his hands to his face is not a good sign at all for Joe. They may have to carry him off. And the Red Army looks on, concerned, soaking wet, but continuing to enjoy the craft beer and wine festival. There's another look. It really wasn't on the contact. Just the way he came down. Good to see Joe on his feet. He doesn't need the stretcher. But holding that upper left kind of hamstring, maybe the left hip area. Being guided off the field. Well, fans follow the kickers and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. And Gallardo kind of now looking at that inside of the hip. You get the feeling that Joe would like to try to stay in this game, which is hard to believe. It took him a while to get to his feet. And we'll see the decision that Coach Bulow makes. Does he want to risk him on this wet field injured? And there is a hard hit and collision. The yellow card comes out immediately. Wahab Akwe. So Akwe and Keita now have been shown yellow. Hausworth has one for FC Tucson. And here's the hit. Ooh. That's like an NFL hit. Wahab Akwe picks up the yellow. Free kick here for Tucson. Jordan Jones, our first substitute in the action. That's served in out front and deflected out of the box. Lofted back in. Easy play for Akira Fitzgerald. Yeah, you hear Fitzgerald said, go that way. His team to spread out and make themselves available. And there's a knock from behind from Aminu. Richmond will put it in play quickly. Rodriguez with Delgado challenging. On the run, Lockaby. His cross broken up, nicely done there by the Tucson defense. Eli from Orlando, Florida. Played at Virginia Commonwealth. Look for a little give and go. Touch back to Hughes. And that ball intercepted. Brought up by Jemga. On the run, Delgado broken up and taken by Akwe as you see some of his defensive prowess. One of the best in the league. Coach calls him the best defender. All right. At least through 6 games, he's said he's the best in the league. In the 70th minute, both teams looking to build the attack. Keita searches for help. Thompson onto the foot of the chin, very dangerous. His touch cleared away. Akwe plays it into the center of the field. And look who is back, Gallardo. Unbelievable. Look like they may have to carry him off on a stretcher, and now back in the game. What recovery time. And out of the air, missing the darting kicker teammate. Jackson flew through the middle of the penalty area with white shirts all around him. Daniel, good height at 6'1", nearly got his head on that pass. Josh Hughes, who has an assist this season. Rodriguez looking to get something started. Turn the other way by Tucson. Well, if you're looking for the latest USL League One news and content, follow at USL League One on Twitter. That is at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. That ball will roll out of play. Richmond, 3-match unbeaten streak on the line. Tucson looking for their second straight victory. FC Tucson with 1 draw this season, Richmond with 2. And that's what separates them, that 1 game. Kickers sitting in 3rd place in the standings, and Tucson in 6th. Well, nothing quieting the Red Army down in the corner of City Stadium. Richmond will be in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. It'll be May 15th, facing USL Championship rival North Carolina FC. That ball sent into the area and headed away again. This time it's Cada. Cada at 6'2", Ackway at 6 feet. But dynamic athletes back there for Coach Bulow and the Kickers. And right in front of the kicker support group, the Red Army. This free kick will be taken as Fitzgerald comes over. Fitzgerald, 3 clean sheets on the season. And could it be number 4? Agamadu became the first goalkeeper in club history to record a clean sheet. And that was last week over Lansing. Agamadu, week 5 and 6 USL League One Team of the Week. They're looking to create a chance. That ball sent out front, headed, and just wide left. Great opportunity there for FC Tucson. Nice delivery right in front of the 6. Let's see if we can get another look at that. There will be a corner kick, the 3rd of the day. Here it is. Beautiful service there. And headed up just a little wide. We do have a substitute, the first of the night for the Kickers. Coming into the match, Matt Bolduck. 5'8" midfielder out of UMass. Bolduck has an assist this season. Into the match. Another substitute for Tucson. Delgado departs. And Eli Tavares into the game for Tucson. Tavares checks in here in the 77th minute. Corner kick all the way almost to the opposite corner. We're getting all of that ball. remain scoreless. Itai Tavares, he wasn't on the roster until today. Ooh, near turnover and precarious run down by Tucson. The cross attempt is captured by Fitzgerald. Immediate energy for Tucson FC with their substitutes. Out of the air, DeVos volleyed it up to midfield. As we move to the 78th minute. They play on Gallardo. Challenge there from the side by Jamga. Gallardo. Into the box, the shot and the save by Agamadu. Good look there. I believe it was Bolduc. Good speed by Akwe. Both teams picking up the intensity. Some fresh legs for both sides. We'll see a number of players losing their footing. They've been raining throughout the day and evening in Richmond. Rodriguez looking for help. Akwe advancing. Beautiful through pass to Lockerbie. Eli waits for his teammates and leads Mwape into the corner. Akwe. Far side. Thompson looks for the pass on his run and return, didn't get it. That ball chipped into the edge. Gallardo giving chase. Thompson sends it into Joe. Gallardo with the left foot, outswinger headed away by Tehran. And whistle comes in. It's been a busy night for our referee, Danielle Chesky. Agamadu. Couple of serious challenges on goal for Phillip this evening. And he continues his scoreless streak after the clean sheet in the previous game. Substitute here for the Kickers. So number 27 will come in. And that is Sousa. Sousa in the game for Cox. On the attack. From behind, will we see a call? No call. It was in the penalty area. The Kickers were hoping for a PK. And Mwape. Crowd very excited after that chance and potential PK. Lockerbie working with Mwape. Rodriguez pushes to the perimeter to Hughes. His cross headed up and nearly an own goal as that ricocheted off a somersault, I believe. And what quick reflexes by Agamadu, saving his teammate. Wow. It will be a corner kick for the Kickers Let's get a look at this. There's the pass in and headed up. Surprised the keeper. Gallardo fell down. Raheem Summersall immediately goes to apologize to the 19-year-old keeper and says, thank you for saving me. Red Army says right here, right now, towards the far post, headed out of the area by Jamga. As we advance to the 83rd minute. Another cross, getting down low to head it out. Good work by Tucson FC. Oh, sweet footwork. Gallardo, the attack and the blast and a goal! Fantastic. That's how Coach Bulow has described Joe Gallardo, and that was absolutely fantastic. Gallardo, who almost had to be carried off of the field with an injury, back in the game and working it. Remarkable recovery from what appeared to have been a potential serious injury earlier in the game. And Joe is hearing it from the crowd and his teammates. The Richmond Kickers continue to capitalize and be a very dangerous late game team. They lead it 1-0. And the Gallardo goal, his 4th of the season. Under duress, playing it back to Fitzgerald was Rodriguez. And FC Tucson will have to play with some more urgency now. You see the arms up by Chin. He said, what happened? We had a whistle come in. That was Tehran sent down to the ground. It'll be a free kick. And Mwape, good sportsmanship, goes over to check on Jose and apologize. Let's see if this challenge. Yeah, get that elbow up. Tehran moved over to the right to interrupt Mwape's run, his sprint. And Mwape got that left elbow up. It's kind of a reflex. Mataya over there to apologize. More urgency for FC Tucson. Already coming into the 85th minute. Time expiring on Tucson now. Gallardo able to put one in the back of the net past Egamadu. That is the 8th goal of the season scored by the Kickers as a team, 4 of them by Joe Gallardo. And Egamadu has now given up 8 scores on the season. This is 6th match of the year. Fitzgerald has also conceded 8 this season, and that through 6 matches, this being his 7th. And 2 very even teams. They even play all night. It's Gallardo with the difference maker thus far. Tucson certainly will try to even increase the intensity that they brought here tonight. Here in the final 10 minutes or so. Richmond will pack it in defensively, I'm sure, and try to protect this one-goal lead and bring the W home. A first ever meeting between these two sides, and it hasn't let anybody down. It has been a good one. In pursuit there, Tavares. Tavares played at Arizona Western College. He was with the Tulsa Roughnecks last season. Here's Gallardo again. So smooth, slippery smooth. Nice pass on the edge, the side of the box, back into the area. Kicker's advancing, but that was behind Gallardo. Tucson unable to clear it. Rodriguez working to the right flank. Mwape. Mwape, so good with that hesitation move. Puts it in towards far post and dangerously there. Agamadu a little bit slow to react, and Gallardo flew in from the left flank towards that far post. But Phillip able to seize it in time. Jordan Jones. And here's Kyle Ventnor, the Aurora, Colorado product. Ventnor, 6'3", 190-pound defender. Leads the team in blocks with 4 this season. Ventnor played for Pennsylvania FC last season. Fitzgerald, calm and cool, one of the things that Coach Bulow really likes about his keeper. His demeanor back there. Akira from Japan lays into that one. Coming up to play it, it was Kyle Ventnor. And whistles blow, collision out near midfield. It's been such a ferocious battle here tonight. We've had so many players down. But as physical as it's been, really been a clean game. That's a tough collision there, taking the brunt of it. Our FC Tucson, as you hear, pleading his case is Devin Jamga. A free kick for the Kickers. And now in the 91st minute. So 6 minutes will be tacked on. Many of that due to the Gallardo time. Where Joe was down with an apparent hip or hamstring type injury, and they had to call the stretcher on the field. Joe eventually was helped off on his feet, came back into the game to make a spectacular play and score the lone goal of this one. The Richmond Kicker crowd enjoying the action all night, as well as the fans tuning in here on ESPN Plus. We thank you. Red Army boisterous as usual. Akwe turning left. So quick and athletic Wahab is from Ghana. Jordan Jones trying to settle it. Thompson puts it way up in the air out to midfield. Quick feet. Gallardo continues his dominant play all season. One of the best, certainly Gamadu by Jose Teran, who's been impressive here in his second game of the season. Named to the USL League One Team of the Week in his first appearance, which saw him contribute an assist and 2 key passes. We're in stoppage play. 6 minutes was added on. Gallardo, he is the difference maker again here tonight. So Joe's going to hit the bench at this point. Good move by Coach Bulow, getting Gallardo off. He has been knocked up quite a bit here tonight. But here's what Joe has done. Sneaking it past Egamadu for the lone goal of the match. Gallardo is off. And into the match is Braden Troyer. That's a good look at Braden. Another defender on the pitch for Coach Bulow. 5'11", 165-pounder out of Columbia, South Carolina. And was a star for the Gamecocks at the University of South Carolina. So about 2.5 minutes remain here in stoppage. Can FC Tucson find the back of the net here in Richmond? Or will it be Fitzgerald and the Kickers with their 4th clean sheet of the season? Justin Grove will check in a moment for Chin for the Kickers. Somersault. And that they're looking for Tavares down the right flank. Tavares off the sideline. His first appearance with FC Tucson definitely provided a spark for his squad. So Dennis Chen will depart to a big round of applause. And there is Justin Grove, 5'7", 150-pounder, local product from Richmond. Was with the Charlottesville Alliance last season. And that run ahead for the Kickers. Mwape, can he get the shot off? And he scores! Mwape, his first goal of the season. Terrific effort all night long by Mutayam Mwape. And he collects a goal. Patience with the left foot, puts it through the legs of the defender and in the back of the net. And look at this celebration. Not too many guys can pull that off. And City Stadium is rocking. And not just because it is craft beer and wine festival night, but the Kickers scoring 2 goals here in the second half. And Mwape puts one in during stoppage. We highlighted this team's prowess in the second half of matches. Gallardo with goal number 4 of the season, and Mwape with his first goal to go along with an assist. Who's up, who's down, where does your club sit? Well, you can find out every Monday in the official U.S. League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. A good effort by that man. Hausworth nearly had an assist in the first half. A long night for Luke and FC Tucson. And a great battle here tonight by these two sides. But they should about do it. And there is the whistle to close this one out. The two teams, great respect. What a battle it was here tonight. Richmond capitalizing in the second half as they take this one 2-0 over a very fierce FC Tucson squad. And Wape with a goal, Gallardo with the big one to get the kickers on the board. And the Red Army will sleep well tonight. Coach Sawatsky and his team go down 2-0 here in Richmond. Gallardo and Mwape put the goals through. The kickers win it 2-0. We'll be back.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
Problem Solvers Investigations with Laura French. Problem Solvers Investigations with Melissa Hippolyte. Every Tuesday and Wednesday at 11 on CBS 6 News.
New faces.
New players.
New ownership. New challenges.
New league.
New opponents.
New rivals.
Joyful.
Authentic.
United.
Still your team.
Still obvious on.
Still the Richmond Kickers.
And there's the two proud teams congratulating each other. The Kickers win it. But great effort by both teams. Exciting, entertaining game. Glad you were with us because this was entertaining. We'll take a look at the highlights in this one as the Kickers gather as a team after their 2-0 victory. It was scoreless after one half, but consistently both teams pushing and great effort throughout this one. An excellent opportunity coming right there. Hausworth, and the header just hit the crossbar, nearly scoring a goal off of the excellent Hausworth pass was Jamga as he was searching for his second of the season. Another good opportunity here off the Thompson pass, just ahead of the Jackson run. Delgado, a good chance there. One of Fitzgerald's many saves. Gallardo and Jackson working the defense effective, though, for FC Tucson. The best chances here in the first half. Chin negated by the talented youngster Egamadu. And Mwape just beaten by the keeper Egamadu. But Mwape would get him later in stoppage. Gallardo dancing around all night long, and that was a pretty service Jackson tried to take it out of the air and put it through. Fitzgerald always seems to be in the right spot. The experienced and veteran keeper. There he is again. Terrific presence back there. And that one nearly sent in off of the head of Somersault. One of Egamadu's better saves off of his own teammate's head. But that one, nothing Egamadu could do about that one. Gallardo breaks the deadlock and puts the Kickers on the scoreboard. That would be enough for Richmond, but Mwape with a highlight film goal there to put it on ice for the Richmond Kickers. And look at that. Give him a 10. The judges give Mwape. Yep. Our producer, Justin Cohn, says didn't quite stick the landing for a 10. Yeah, there's a little hobble back. We'll give him a 9.8. Mwape. As we look at the match stats, they're really so even as we talked about. The main difference, of course, the Kickers putting 2 in the back of the net. And that's the category that really counts, and that lifts the Richmond Kickers to their 3rd victory of the season. They improved to 3-2-2. FC Tucson falling to 2-3-1. High fives all around. The crowd loves it here. Terrific atmosphere at City Stadium. The Kicker fans and the Red Army. Now those guys are going to sleep well tonight. Standing and chanting all night long. And they're taking Lockerbie into the Red Army. He has just become a member. Now the Richmond Kickers win it 2-0. FC Tucson will be back home on the 18th. The Kickers, the May 15th U.S. Open Cup showdown against North Carolina FC. That'll be on the 15th before playing the 18th at Greenville. 2-0. I'm Ari Shannock for Justin Cohn. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.